sound and speed, camera and speed, and action. Welcome to another Create Greg video. My name is Greg, and in today's episode I would love to talk about light. How to make your video more cinematic by using light. In one of the previous videos, I show you how to set up this cinematic look I've made in my office. To make it happen, I've used all of this fancy light, 4 or 5 professional units. If you have not seen that video, find the link somewhere above. If you have seen it and thought, I would love to have one as well, but Greg, I do not have access to all that professional light, and I don't want to spend money on that kind of light. I get it, that's fine. Not everyone wants to spend that money. However, there's always a solution. I personally believe if you want to make things happen, you can make it. And if you do not have money or budget to make your video cinematic, I would ask question how you can make it work if you have no fancy equipment and no money at all, but you have a camera. Let's see how we can make it done. Let's start from the scratch then. I'm not going to get rid of it my DSLR. However, I'm actually on holidays in my girlfriend's bedroom at her family home, and I thought that would be the perfect place to set up a new office. So no 3-point lighting, no fancy equipment, no lighting at all. What I've got, huge window, and pretty much that's all. So let's look around what we do have here. So we've got the wardrobe in the corner, as I mentioned, huge big window with the light. We've got this corner with the desk. We've got the desk, which is epic. Bed, a lot of empty walls, and pretty much that's all. First thing first, let's find the place where we can set our frame, have very nice foreground and not too bad background. We do not have too many options. I would like to place my camera in the corner where we've got our desk. We've got not too shabby wardrobe at the background, and we can use this big window with the light and side light. So let's crack on with this one first. So we've got the camera on our desk. The frame is nothing special. The foreground is so-so, and we can be definitely better than that. No tripod, no problem. Three boxes, and we've got our nice tripod done. It does look better, doesn't it? So once we've got the foreground set, we can still do a bit of tweaks here and there to make it more pleasing to the audience. But now let's address more important issue, namely these big windows on my left. There's a sunny day here in Krakow, so what I need to do, I need to get rid of some of this light so my picture would not be overexposed. Let's do it. The first window will be fairly easy because we've got the shade here, so if we pull them, we got rid of it. A lot of this unwanted light, curtains, and let's do something with the other one. No shades with this one, but there's always some solution we can apply. I think in pretty much every household you will find some extra duvet, some black towels, anything which will be large enough to cover window. I would recommend the black one because it will absorb more of the light, and it will be hopefully thicker so we can reduce as much light as possible. And having one with ships always works better because ships are cute and
Yeah, find one with ships.
Now it looks better. It will be easier for us to control light from now on. Even if the weather change, we got the clouds or more sun, the shades as well as large duvet will prevent it from changes. So once we add some additional light and set the proper exposure in camera, we are ready to roll as long as we need. We've got the main part done. The frame is set, we've got the light ready. Let's focus on details. To make our frame more cinematic, there's one single item which can make a tons of difference, and it is practical lamp. I can't imagine any household without a practical lamp. We will use this one in the foreground to bring more light and a bit of color to make our frame more interesting. Let's go. How about now? It does look better, doesn't it? Apart from the visual aspect, thanks to this practical lamp, now I've got my key light without spending any money on additional unit. Just getting any practical light, point at 45-degree angle towards my face and enjoy this nice key light. So the frame is pretty much ready. I might add some another small items to make it more interesting, like adding a relevant prop to your frame would always add to the layer of storytelling. It will remind your audience what's your content about. Now we've got our frame nicely set. There's still small tweak we can add. If you look on my right, there is a lot of, I would call, boring space. We can add some item to make it more interesting. Let's go. Another small item added to the frame, flower in the background, and it looks more interesting. The space behind me is less boring. It's all about the details, how to use item around you to make your video frame more interesting. Recently, we've been spending tons of time using Zoom calls or recording video at home due to COVID-19. So I'm asking you, why not to make your home space more interesting? Why not to add small bits and pieces you've got around you to make it more relevant what's your story all about? Of course, if I had my professional light and I'm using this DSLR camera, it looks better, but without professional light, and if you remember where we started and where we are right now, there's a huge difference. Even if I dump my camera, I would use my iPhone. The quality of the video would be lower, but the framing and the lighting would stay the same. So hope you got inspired from this short video. I hope you will go after your space to stand out from another Zoom call, from the video you're about to record, to share your knowledge with the world. Guys, if you've got any question, drop them down in comments. I will try to answer as many as possible. If you enjoyed this video, feel more than welcome to subscribe. If you didn't like it at all, I'm surprised you are still here. However, there will be another one soon, so feel more than welcome to click that subscribe button. Until next one. I told you, it's all about creativity.